Oh lads, it's windy out there. Look at all this shit hanging down. I might change the thermostat in her, which is down there, so you can get a better view. Right there. And I can drain it from here. Might get a funnel or something, or a piece of tube that'll fit it. I'll just pull one of these off. Came off the transverse fuel lines. She's smoking again. Yeah, something like that will do. She's a bit short, but it does fit like a glove. Now that's how it's done. Take 2 and change the thermostat. So, down there is where I'm changing this piece. Like there. So, I don't think it's necessary to drain it, but I'm going to drain it anyways because this water is a bit rusty looking, and it's just plain water. So, gonna stick this tube, I'm gonna use this on the pliers into that bleeder thing, or drain thing. Well, I've been opening this for some time and nothing's coming out. Now it's working. Nice. Have to pull the twist tab a bit. You have to pull it out or something, because you're just screwing. It's not going to do anything. You just have to pull out a bit. So, I think the water looks okay. A little bit on the tinted brown side. I'll give that a few minutes, and then I get 10 mil spanner or an Allen wrench to undo that housing there. That's that in there. Safe to say, you really do need this underneath the car. It's full of water, and yes, you do have to drain the radiator completely. Well, I got that out anyways. So that's all lime scaled and gunky and stuff. So how that works is it works on wax. Once it gets up to a certain temperature, it starts sliding and then allows coolant to pass through. So that's that little device there. Easy peasy. Does it come with a ring or something? So it doesn't come with the ring at all. So that's on the outside, that's the inside. Have to reuse the O-ring, and be careful with the current one you have in case that doesn't include it. Actually, better off putting on this first and then insert the whole thing. Something's not right. It's not really sitting right. I see can't show it in the camera. I see the housing there with an open gap in the middle. So I have to check. Make sure the nose is horizontally. Right, she's filled up now. Right up to the top, right up the brim. Now, gotta go to work now, she's done. So the water is filled and it's running at 90 exactly. No leaks at all, 100%. Now I'm gonna do the diesel filter or fuel filter. I'm just going to use brand new hose clamps and slap a diesel filter in there. undone now. Crossland. Filter did come with these two hoops. I was wondering, what are they for? But I realised this new plastic check valve has them already. Okay, it's on, but the hose clamps are shit. I mean, they just keep clicking out like maxed out or something. So I think we need to find something better than them. Air filters. Have to pull all this shit out, unclip the box apart, and then swap the filters. How am I going to get that socket on the bottom crank? Unless I take this rod off or something, because it's just far too tight down there. I'm not taking the front bumper off yet. That rubber cap is still a bastard to get out. I used a bit of bull wire and curled the end of that, teased it out that way, and pried it out with a long screwdriver and some grips. Okay, managed to turn the engine now, no problem. But problem is, I got 3 glow plugs out. That means I can't get to this one unless I take the filter back out again. Ain't that a bummer? Oh yeah, just about. I can get this socket in now without removing the front bumper. I have to remove those cables off their clips as well, so it'll clear the space. Yeah, I'll be able to make it. Also, I took this frickin' thing off the rod, and I just end up chopping the bottom thing off because the top one is spinning. So, a bit more space now. Filter back off. At least the clips look good, and they don't seem to leak either, so it's not too bad. Thanks to Belgium for sending me these for timing tools. Very fast postage, 100%. The engine is in better shape. Not too bad. Very happy now with how all these are timed. Now, the way things had fared out, I'm absolutely happy with how the injectors worked. So, the way I've done it, like the others in the YouTube channels, 100%. So I'm going to do the 130 brake upgraded injectors are going into the engine. Right, no big deal taking that thing off. I got the last glow plug out, and what I'm going to do is unscrew these right up to the top, and then I'm going to remove these 4 and also these 4 as well. So I'm going to do that in sequence, or I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, or I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, and same with that side as well. They'll pull out, won't be much tension left, so should be no problem. M10, going to undo them now. So, rocker off. Well, actually, they're the both rockers in the garage. And then I'm going to remove these clips and that clamp down there beside the injector, and then pull the injector out. I made a dial gauge holder. Not pretty at all. Does the job though. It'll either cost like 80, 150 or 200 quid, or if I order any cheaper, it'll be come from China, and I haven't got all day like. So, does the job. Now, she's on. Beautiful. German engineering. So, to use the dial gauge, well, have her set up, and then just have her sort of already pressed down to a few millimeters down, and then you turn the crank, and then the needle goes right around and around and around, and once it stops and tends to come back, that's where you stop. So once it goes round and round and round, and as soon as it stops, that's the stopping point, the highest point there. Don't keep going until it goes backwards. Don't worry about the numbers, just look at the needle to see how that behaves. To make sure it's right, do the setup first, make sure that's adjusted, and then turn the crank, and then the needle will come from still into backwards, and that's how it's done right. Now, watch the needle. That could be the stopping point right there. If you want to keep going, okay, and then it starts going backwards. So that stopping point is the perfect point. Yep, perfect. And then I'll do the tightening after that. Just hold on to that while you tighten that. That's done and dusted. I'm going to check to see if that's right. So I'll just crank away clockwise, and then this won't go any further. This will go clockwise, I expect. Yep, there we go, perfect. Mate. I have to flip this one over, but this works like a treat. Right, lads, all done now. Mint. Quick update. I put in PD 130 injectors with 4-rad nozzles. Engine running a bit rough. We left the glow plugs out and purged the engine. So I put the glow plugs back on again. I put in the air filter back in with a different hose clips. Engine running good now, but running a bit rough. Pretty much fire up now. Just sounds a little rough. But oil filters back on, fuel filters back on. We checked the oil. Plugs are back in. Running alright. Back smoky again. She's not rough anymore. ECU has just adjusted itself. Wow, she actually turned a lot smoother. Dirty bow, lad. May look shaky now, but that's actually nice. Jolly good. Oil change. So, jack it up just high enough for that tray to slide underneath, and get an old socket or something like that. For example, 19mm or some shit to undo the sump bolt. Something simple like that. Yeah. And then get your bolt bath out. Swimming pool for your bolts. Fuck you. The thread is getting tighter. Ah, now looser. I'll lay you money. I'm gonna drop this whole shit. Nope. Pissy Pat. Want to drain a bit faster, just undo the cap. And if you want it to drain faster, just undo the cap. Almost. Sonic tune. I wonder, are they any good? This is the first socket I bought. Looks the business anyways. Change the oil filter. So I just picked up the filter there. Just drop it into there because it'll just drip all over the place. So that's the old one. Also gotta change the ring on it and then add a touch of oil around that ring and then screw it in with the new filter on. So came with the two little O-rings I'm going to replace, and then just grab a pick just to pry the other ones off. Take these two off, that O-ring there and this big O-ring there, and just replace those two. Get yourself a drop of oil and just rub it right around like so. And just wet the whole ring. I'll throw that back on after get it all plastered with new oil. They're on. Done. 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 I can dump that stuff into this tank. That's the boss's container for his oil burner. That's where I get rid of my oil. To get the correct oil level, I'm just going to release the handbrake without starting the engine, roll it down to the level ground, get that done, top it up a little bit over the line, start the engine for a few seconds, stop the engine, and then top it back up again to the exact line, don't pass the maximum mark. She will drink a little bit of oil after the first run of the engine. That's why I have to do 2 top-ups. Yep, perfect. The no power steering life. Right, let's get filling. I'm going to put say half of this down, straight down, and then check the stick, then top up a little bit, check the stick again, another wee bit, check the stick again until the level goes right up to the top of the stick. Just the tip now. Going to put that much in. You pull the stick out, clean the whole thing first, put it down, give it a couple of seconds, pull it out, then check the readings. Oh god, that is clear stuff. Still at the bottom of the stick, can't even focus. So there is your top line up there. So a lot more. Oh fuck yeah. Take 2. It's gone down there alright. Has to go well up the marks now. It's still on the low side under those edges. So I'm going to dump the whole thing. Actually that's 4 litres, so it's going to take 4 litres I think. Woo, she's full. She hadn't even gone past the top mark. Perfect. I'm going to start and run the engine now. Rough as assholes. I just have to clean the stick. Yep, gone well down again. So another wee top up with whatever I have left, and she's sound. Bubbly, bubbly, lovely bubbly. Pretty much up there now. I'm going to clean that first. 4 litres of oil. Cleaning up the mess I've made before I put the cap on. I've got nothing left. Sound as a pound. OCD. Oh yes. Exact line. I can't even see with that stupid phone. But that is 100% gleaming. Job done, fellas.
Before damage to catalytic converter, oil must not exceed maximum mark.
Rough.
Rough, rough, rough.
Oil change successful. There is no bang. Running for some time. Take the stick out, wipe it clean again, put it down, and then check. Beautiful. All done. I forgot to do glow plugs, but yeah, I could take the filter off easily by hand and I'll get them changed. Yes, them hand clips are miles better, very fast. I think the cables have it. I think the cables had it. I mean, they usually split from there. I put them back together, but when you do pull them off, they split off. Same with all of them. Well, front one is just tearing a bit. So, new wires required. Out with the burrows, in with the Bosch. Don't even think they're the same length. Just hand tighten, that's all. Now, successfully in and plugged in. Cheers. Right, Tecton's on, plugs back on, ready to go. Running a little rough. gives her the beans here and there, and then it just jams on the brakes. Look at that. Like, I'm not even touching nothing. So funny. But how do I get closer to the van? This cruise control is funny as fuck, man. Speeds up, slows down, just right behind the van.